What's good, YouTube? Breakways294 here with a match against Polo Man 1. His YouTube name is Cman blah blah blah. I don't remember the numbers, but I can link you to it. We both had Weather Team. He's going to lead off with Rotom. I'm going to lead off with Alakazam because we both actually expected each other's weather to be the lead. And he's going to Volt Switch into Celebi when I go for the Energy Ball, which is like, whatever. You do that, dog. You do that. And then he's going to switch out back into Rotom, which I didn't expect, and I go for the Shadow Ball. Well, I'm going to make a bad prediction, predicting him to go for a Volt Switch again, like predicted me to kind of predict it, but nope, he just goes for the Hydro Pump on my switch-in, so that kind of sucks. So I decided to put in Blissey, because Blissey can wall the Celebi all at once, like a boss. Go for the Flamethrower, and after I see that damage, I'm thinking, oh, he must be running some special defensive bulk and definitely some HP if he's able to take a Flamethrower that nicely. Granted, Blissey doesn't have the best special attack, but still. So I decide best choice is to go into my Tyrant Boss, because I can get that special defense raise and basically increase my speed and attack with the Dragon Dance, but I'm slightly afraid I'm going to be slower than Scarf Rotom, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out, and yeah, I switch into Blissey, which is nice, because Blissey takes that boss, or takes that water like a boss. He's going to actually predict the Toxic, though, which kind of sucks, because now I just freaking status the Conkeldurr. Right! The only good thing about this status is it is Toxic, so it'll start to rack up. So I decided my Melodic is probably going to be the best bet to kind of wall this Conkeldurr right here. He gets a crit, and as you can see, the crit didn't even do much, even with the Guts boost, because I'm a physically defensive Melodic. Okay? So, basically I'm running the Melodic Blissey defense core right here. Kind of works. He's going to go for the Drain Punch to get back some of that health, but it's not going to do that much against me, so I'm like, hey, you know, this is pretty good. I can stall him out for a bit. I can stall him out for a smidgen, which will be great. He's going to bulk up, predicted my recover. You know, that's fine. I probably should have just gone straight for the Scald, because then I could have, like, 2-hit KO'd him with the Scald and the Toxic damage, hopefully, but whatever. Go for the Scald this time, and does fairly decent damage considering I'm not running any special attack investment. So yeah, that's why I should have probably gone for the Scout, because the Toxic would have been able to help me out right there, because I mean, look how much Toxic's taken away from him. So he's gonna switch out as I recover, because whatever, you do that, dog, you do that. So it's at this point that I'm kind of thinking that actually first he tricks my Blissey, gives me Choice Scarf, which that doesn't bother me, because Rotom's low enough health that the leftovers isn't going to matter. But, as I was saying, it was at this point that I'm thinking, okay, this kind of sucks, because basically we're trying to just keep weather, like, he's trying to keep his weather, I'm trying to keep my weather. So I'm like, it's at this point of seeing this Conkeldurr show up, because I figure he's probably going to want to go for the Mark Punch or something, or Drain Punch. And yeah, that's what he goes for. It's at this point that I'm thinking, you know, maybe I don't need the Sandstorm. Maybe I can go without the Sandstorm. So maybe I should switch up my strategy. And he's going to go for the Switch, I guess, thinking I'm a Scarf set, which is not the case. I am not a Scarf set. So that kind of helps out. He's going to trick me, thinking I'm going to switch. Really, all he does is switch my leftovers for leftovers. He was trying to get his Choice Scarf back, which isn't the case, but no, whatever. So, like, once this Politoed comes in, I'm like, okay, I got an idea. Let's see if this works, because I really need that Celebi and that Politoed gone, and I wasn't sure what type of Latios set he was running. I was hoping not Choice Scarf. So it was at this point that I was thinking, maybe, just maybe, I should intentionally sack the Tyranitar and sack the Landorus to make it go in my favor for this match. So basically at this point I had a plan to where I needed to get rid of my Tyranitar. And I needed to get rid of my Landorus so that Alakazam could safely get a switch in and pretty much clean up mess right here. But of course I don't go through with it for a little while, but I kind of had this thought. And actually right here I was like, okay, let's think about this. Let's do this. So he's going to bring in his Starmie, and I'm like, right, that thing could ruin my plan. But he switches out, I guess predicted me to Dragon Dance or something, I don't know. But I just go for that straight up crunch. So right here, I'm kind of thinking, alright, should be able to sack the, I should be able to sack my Tyranitar pretty easily, hopefully. And I could have predicted him to go into this and gone for the crunch, but I didn't. But I do go for the straight crunch here, which is enough to easily take out that Starmie. So having the Starmie gone is nice, but I could have taken it out with Alakazam also. And, alright, here's the reason for sacking both Tyranitar and Landorus. I could have switched into Landorus, but I wasn't sure if he was running a Scarf set, and I wanted to know really badly. So I put in Blissey to get a Toxic. And since he went for Thunder, that means he's not a Scarf set. So now's the time to sack Landorus. So I go for the sub, thinking maybe he'll go for Protect to see what I'm going to do. Not the case. He just goes for that straight Scalp, so I'm like, okay, well, let's just get that Earth going right there. So Earthquake does a lot, so I also find out that he's more especially defensive, which, if I wasn't running Life Orb on Alakazam, would be a problem. But since I am running Life Orb on Alakazam, it's not a problem. I decided to go for Dragon Tail. He protects. So he's going to use Parasol. I wasn't sure if he was carrying the Parasol because he was carrying the Protect. But it looks like he's carrying the Parasol. So basically, I go for Dragon Tail. It helps him get rid of his Perish. He's going to heal up, which is like crap. And I go for an Ice Beam. Not going to do much because I don't have any special attack investment. If I had, that Celebi would have taken a lot more damage. So I switch into Blissey, thinking maybe he's going to just recover because he wants to stall me out. Not the case. He goes for the Leech Seed, which is okay. It's okay. Had it come to this, I would have sacked Blissey if I had needed to. But, yeah, it's all good. So, right here, I go ahead and switch back into my Milotic, which he goes for the Energy Ball, and I'm like, whatever. But, blah. He gets a crit. Kinda sucks, but judging from how much the crit did, it's pretty much a guaranteed 2-hit KO anyway. So, yeah. Now I bring in Alakazam, go for the Shadow Ball. I know I can live an Energy Ball. Because I had figured he was probably running some special attack investment, but I knew I could still live in an Energy Ball. And I do, and I go for the Shadow Ball, which is going to KO the Celebi, and then he brings in Politoed, Protects. Protect's not going to be enough because I run Life Orb, not Focus Sash, so Energy Ball is going to KO that Politoed, and then Latios is going to come in, and I'm going to Shadow Ball that, just kind of telling you a heads up. So I win 2-0. Comment, like, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed to me, and go check out his channel also. And, yeah, see ya.